We start tonight with breaking news out of Lee County. That's where Highway 61 has now reopened in just the past 30 minutes following a fatal crash.
That's right. The Lee County Sheriff Stacy Weber says a smaller vehicle crashed into a truck earlier today, closing part of the highway for several hours. The truck ended up in a ditch, ejecting the driver.
So this afternoon we received a report of sounded like a two-vehicle accident, and when people arrived to the scene, first responders, there was one person deceased as a result of the accident.
Now, the condition of the other driver is not known at this time. Names have not yet been released. The crash remains under investigation.